Hello, Rich and EWC Linda. Happy Friday, guys, and almost Valentine's Day. I'm gonna put a poll question in here. All right. All right, we got 2 mods in here. Back to the Future and Happy Life. I'm doing good. How are you guys' evenings going? All right, poll question number 1. Rich, Friday the 13th. I know, I absolutely love it. 13 is my favorite number, so I love when it's Friday the 13th. Okay. Oh, how do I write this? I'm trying to frame a poll question and it's not working. I see you got new earrings on. Yes, I wanted to wear these to just celebrate Valentine's Day a little bit early. Ernest sent a flower. Thank you, Ernest. I appreciate you. All right, Ernest. Sorry, I'm not able to see the chat right now because I am trying to frame this dang poll question. Okay. I thought... driving me crazy. I thought... Oh my goodness. IMO, let's do it this way. I'm running out of characters. IMO. The Bad Bunny halftime was... Okay, what are you guys saying? DM Goods, hello, Chazi. Doing well, still me, Mr. Fulton Mraz. Very nice. Working at Texas Roadhouse for 3 years. Cool. Still me. You can go watch all the videos. They're still there. All right, give me 1 sec, guys, and then I'll get to your comments. I am putting in the poll question, and it's taking a while. Sorry. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna get this in and not try to talk at the same time. Almost done. Okay. Poll number 1, I'd rate the Bad Bunny halftime show. Okay, there it is. There it is. Finally. Okay, Hopper, I see you. Roger has Happy Valentine's Day. Sorry, let me move the poll question so it's not like smack dab in the middle of my face. Thank you, Roger has Happy Valentine's Day. I wanted to have a cute bouquet here in honor of beautiful Valentine's Day, which is tomorrow, which is actually today for some of you guys. Because I know you guys are already onto your, some of you are already onto your Saturday. Ooh, I just don't want this to fall. I'll do my best. All right, Roger, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you, Roger Hess, for the super chat and the gifts. Roger Hess and Roger Hess. Okay, now I can talk to you guys. I'm sorry. Ernest, you're as lovely as ever tonight. Thank you. Happy early Valentine's Day, Ernest. Stakes is high. I'm usually never this early to a Hannah stream. Well, I'm glad you're here. Ooh, I think the flowers are making me a little sniffly. Ooh. Rich, hello. Ooh. So goofy. All right, Frankie Watt says Kid Rock, Back to the Future. Happy Valentine's Day. Yes, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope you guys have a wonderful celebration. Happy life. Stakes is high. Hannah, is this your usual setting? I feel like, haven't you been here enough times, Stakes is high, to know my setup? So I go live in different locations. Sometimes I'm here in my living room, sometimes I'm in my kitchen. Chazi, so you did check out the halftime show finally. Yes, I didn't watch it live. I finally watched it today. TR the Star, Survivor Gabon. Favorite band in the whole wide world is Green Day. We've got Roger has saying hi to Back to the Future. Oh, Eric bought me a coffee. Thank you, Eric. Dang, who here is Eric here in the chat? Because I just got an email notification that Eric bought me a coffee. Chelsea 140 today. Okay, well, I won't be watching that recap. Dan Burton, the Timinator. Hi, guys. Hello, Timinator. Ernest says, all my likes are done. Thank you so much. Eric, that's you. Okay, awesome. Let's see. Eric, I will shout you out. Thank you very much for buying the coffee. Let's see. Peace and Joy, Green Day, Bay Area, aka Yay Area. Frankie Watt, sounds like you did not like the Bad Bunny halftime show. I'd love to know what you guys thought of it. So the poll question right up here is, oh, Hopper, I want to screenshot this. I missed it. Thank you, though. What did you guys think of the Bad Bunny halftime show? Your honest opinions. What did you think of it? That can be a topic of discussion. Maverick, thank you so much. All right, Kinless Doe. Eric, 3. So you'd rate it a 3 out of 10, I think. Let's see. Chip Low, 75. Hello. Kareem. Timinator, I don't speak Spanish, so I can't say much. Fred Marines, good to see you. Kareem liked the halftime show. Eric says typo, sorry. Oh, okay. Brian, hello, Brian from Florida. Maverick says the liberals loved it, the conservatives hated it. They're summed it up for the world. Hopper, yeah, I don't care about what conservatives and liberals have to say. I want to hear what you guys have to say. You guys specifically. Hopper says it wasn't for me. Roger Hess says I think it stunk. Freddie, have trim trail. 0 out of 10. Back to the Future. Back to the Future, we can't talk about Bad Bunny, though. I mean, everything these days is getting politicized, so I don't mind if we talk about the Bad Bunny halftime show. Bills for Life. Hi, Hannah. It's Chris. I changed my name for the 5th time. Stakes is high. I didn't watch the halftime show, TBH. I didn't watch it live because I had to commute over to my parents' house for the second half. Halftime show, 0 out of 10 for Fred. Kareem says, I feel like I was in the pitch with him. Omar Maxwell, hey girl. Erna says, the halftime show was boring in my opinion, but it was nice to see Ricky Martin. Yes, I didn't know who to expect popping up at the halftime show, so it was cool. I was like, oh my God, wait, I know him. I got time today, says it wasn't for me, but I love when people have an opportunity to perform. Bichot en Casa really showed where our country stands. Stakes is high. I don't often watch Super Bowl halftime shows since they feel like forced events. Yes, OMG, Fred Marines. I love Green Day so much, and I loved their performance before the game. I loved that. Micah, I enjoyed the halftime show about as much as the Latino community would have liked George Strait performing at their soccer games. Oh man, that's a hot take. Maverick says, I actually would have loved to see Ricky Martin in the whole show instead. Timinator, why can't they ever get Metallica or someone in the Super Bowl halftime show? Maybe next year. I mean, I'm a huge fan of like hard rock, all these amazing bands. It'd be so cool if they got together some legendary bands and did a collab situation. Peace and joy. Back to the Future. Bichote en Casa. Peace and joy. I would have watched the Super Bowl more if the 49ers played. Nice. They literally tried to make their own halftime show. Tony says, Robin. Robin. Timinator, my team hasn't been in the Super Bowl for as long as I can remember. Giants fan. I don't know if the Vikings have been in the Super Bowl during my lifetime, actually. When was the last time the Vikings were in the Super Bowl? Ooh, you guys, this is really bad. The Minnesota Vikings last appeared in the Super Bowl on January 9th, 1977. You guys, it's been almost half a century since the Vikings were in the Super Bowl. 49 years. That's so sad. I had no clue it was that long ago. Joe Martin, happy Friday and Valentine's Day Eve. Stakes is high. The whole alternative halftime show thing was injuriously cringy. Yeah, I didn't watch it, and I'm sure there's videos on YouTube, but yeah. I mean, I'll probably watch that too out of curiosity at some point. Fred says, Billy Joe Armstrong is the man. Yes. Oh, I love Green Day so much. Hopper says that's embarrassing. Unc James. Hi, Hannah. My new short has been giving me shade. I danced with a lampshade on my head. Okay. Ahmed Yosri. I got time today. The last Super Bowl I attended was when the Cowboys played. Okay. When was that? Do you recall? Ours was 2012. Happy Friday the 13th, Unc James. I personally love Friday the 13th because 13 is my lucky number. Back to the Future says happy Friday to everybody. Joe Martin. Pink Floyd was on the Animals tour in 1977. I was 3. Bichote en Casa, Stakes is high, insanely cringy. I lost a lot of respect for those guys. I used to respect Kid Rock, for example, for always standing on business. But those dudes show their hand. Eric says 1995. Stakes is high as a Pats fan. Ooh. I lament the fact that our last Super Bowl appearance was 5 years ago, I think. I can't handle these droughts. Peace and joy. I saw a Green Day performance in 1995 or 96 in Oakland. I got to see Green Day in 2021. They were on tour and they stopped here in Minneapolis and it was incredible. Those guys are world-class performers. Absolutely incredible. Arthur Lugiano, hello. Rage Daddy is here. Food Forest Permaculture. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Tail, I don't like Bad Bunny because he's 6'2". I don't know much about Bad Bunny. I feel like I know a little bit more after watching the Super Bowl halftime show. I'd love to know why he calls himself Bad Bunny. Why does Bad Bunny call himself Bad Bunny? He chose the name based on a childhood photo where he was forced to wear a bunny suit to school and he looked visibly angry and annoyed. That's so funny. I love this. This is so funny. Wow. Oh my God, Bad Bunny. That is hilarious. Wow. How fun. Peace and joy. Oh, that's funny. I just asked that question or thought it. Yeah, I never knew the story behind it, but there is a photo of him when he's a child dressed up as a bunny, and he just looks not the most enthusiastic about being in that costume. Let's see. Tail, Master Kurt, best Super Bowl performance ever. Only one correct answer. Probably Michael Jackson is the answer you're looking for. Food Forest Permaculture. I am well, and my very best to you, Hannah. Glad you are live. We like your channel. I love being on here. I love chatting with you guys, hearing what you're up to. You guys should also, this can be another topic of conversation. You guys feel free to share your Valentine's Day plans. King 23mm, hello. Good to have you on here. Back to the Future. My dad had his first car accident on Friday the 13th. Ooh, I used to something every time that date came around, but he was fine. Okay, good. Salim Deluxe. Hello, Kevin Garner. King 23, doing good. How are you? Bijote, his family lives about 5 minutes from mine on the island. They are very classy people. Master Kurt says Prince. Okay. Con Man, big up Hannah and the Mandem. Hello. Chris the Sultan said hi. Rocket Runs is here. Ooh, Rocket Runs, your emojis of Gordon, the member emojis of Gordon, are reminding me that there is a Gordon Ramsay documentary series coming out on Netflix in the next few days, and I am so happy and so excited to watch that. Salim Deluxe says my Valentine's Day plan is gym. Okay. Peace and joy. So, since your channel has been growing so much, and I first started watching your sister and then you started streaming, did she stop streaming and you pretty much took off? The thing is, my sister prefers video editing. I love live stream, and she's told me that she doesn't love live streaming as much as I do. So she'll be on live stream, but just not as frequently as me. Kareem, imagine Michael Jackson at halftime show. Hello, user Negrete, King 23. I love watching your streams. I got my 2 boxes of chocolate and a card. Cute. Shaquille Shake, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Back to the Future, I used to tease him every time Friday the 13th came around. Gotcha. Ooh, it's a little dark to tease about. Stakes is high. LMAO, seeing the word mandem here is, I don't know what that word even means. Mandem means gents? Wow, I've never heard that word before. Salim, I loved that you pronounced my name. I was flying for a moment. Salim, yeah, Salim is a very well-known name, or it should be. Master Kurt, Gordon Ramsay, meditating instead of yelling. Oh my gosh, he is one of my all-time heroes. I adore Gordon Ramsay. He's the man. Happy Valentine's Day, Shaquille. Any exciting plans for you on Valentine's Day? Tomorrow? Crazy. Timinator, I hope you're enjoying my walkthrough of Fallout. Oh, I haven't seen it, Timinator. Salim, subscribed. Thank you for subbing to the channel, Salim. Appreciate having you here. Excellent. Big Haas, 920. Random Shark says, I'm going to pack my as full of skincare products for Valentine's. Okay. Shaquille says, I'm going home. Back to the Future saying hi to Big Haas, 920. What are you guys saying in the poll? Remember, guys, it's not the first option ever in the poll. The correct answer is never first. So that means the correct answer is not terrible. 0 out of 10. Danielle, good to see you. Happy early Valentine's Day. Shaquille says, I'm fine. Timinator, only reason I ask is because I've been giving you a bunch of mentions. I don't know if you get them or not. I don't think I get those notifications on my channel. Carly, I'm going to a cheer competition. Are you going to be competing in the cheer competition, Carly? That sounds really fun for a Saturday and for Valentine's Day. Food Forest Permaculture says, thumbs up. Salim, wow, you're in Zanzibar. Cool. Danielle saying hi to Back to the Future. Tate Clips, number 1 is objectively what most people chose. So that would conclude it's garbage. Not conclude. There's plenty of people I know who really liked it. Ricardo, here we go. Ricardo Campanieri. Loved the Bad Bunny show. Carly, ooh, it's at 8 a.m. I don't often see 8 a.m. on the weekends. Not my favorite hour on the weekends. Stakes is high. For a second, I thought that. No. Isla Schilling, I'm going to a dance competition and I'm competing. Best of luck, Isla. That's so cool. Guy Bernard, Shaquille, Salim, thank you. Aren't these lovely? I unboxed this vase at my live stream on Wednesday. This was a gift from my grandparents. And I wanted to, find a bouquet to show off this vase. So I went and got a bouquet and stuck the bouquet in this new vase that I have. It seemed perfect for Valentine's Day. All right. I think these flowers are making me a little bit itchy and stuffy. Okay, Jeffrey. We got Carly, 3. Wow, you have to wear 3 layers of lipstick for your competition. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Shaquille. Food Forest Permaculture, nice vase and lovely flowers. Aren't they cute? I love that they're Valentine's Day colors too. All right, Antonio Salazar, have a wonderful Valentine's Day. You too. I have always loved Valentine's Day. I find it to be so charming, so sweet. It's not just for people in relationships. I have enjoyed Valentine's Day as a child, as a single person, as someone in a relationship. I've done Galentine's Day things with friends. There's so many ways you can do Valentine's Day. I've heard Galentines, I've heard Palentines. I'm not sure if there's a guy version where the guy equivalent of Galentine's, but I love it. I find Valentine's Day so sweet. I know a lot of people are like, it's commercialized, it's fake, whatever. Haters gonna hate on anything they can. I'm not one of them. And they can hate all they want. It's not gonna stop me from loving Valentine's Day. Nothing will stop me from loving Valentine's Day. Carly, thank you for subscribing. Food Forest Permaculture. I grow flowers for weddings and private functions. Ooh, that sounds really fun. Thank you, Joe Wolf. I appreciate it. Shaquille says good night. Arlen. I'm not going to answer this just yet. I leave the poll question open for a while. Cosborn, hello. You know what's funny is I have been itching my face and feeling a little bit stuffy since buying these flowers. So I'm going to blame it on the flowers. Shaquille, thanks for subscribing. Carly says Back to the Future. Back to the Future says, hi, Cosborn, how are you? Salim, if we don't have people, we don't have to hate Valentine's Day. I'll go to the gym. Yeah, that's the thing is you can, like, oh, there's so many ways to do Valentine's Day. I think people automatically think, oh, it's for romantic couples, you have to be in a relationship, you have to be married, you have to be whatever. And it's like, no, you can celebrate Valentine's Day with friends, with family. You can have self-love solo single Valentine's Day. It's like I have done so many versions of Valentine's Day in my life, in my 32 years of life. So there are many ways to do Valentine's Day. Bye, Shaquille. I have some wonderful Valentine's Day memories. I know. Yes, Danielle, honestly, I can look back at different years. Like some years I'm like, what did I do? Like, I can't remember what I did, some of the years in college. It's like, what was I doing? How did I celebrate Valentine's Day, my senior year in February? Can't remember that one. I can remember like Valentine's Day parties as a kid in my classrooms. Like the teachers would have us bring in Valentines, and we'd have little bags that we would cut out hearts and stick them onto. It was very fun. I loved Valentine's Day growing up. I've gotten so many Valentine's Day cards from loved ones. I can think of really nice dinners that I've gone out to on Valentine's Day. Gosh, let me think. Oh my gosh, I went to a glass making class on one of my Valentine's days. Like it's like on this day, on February 14th, throughout my life, I can instantly think of people I celebrated with or ate meals with or crafts, activities I did, cards I wrote, treats that I got. It's like a fun time capsule on this day, going like tracking back through my life and thinking like all the ways that I have celebrated Valentine's Day. Shaquille, food forest permaculture. It is a lot of fun. Growing everything I can to eat as well. It's a way of life. That is so cool. Thank you, Arlen. I appreciate it. Thank you, Carly. Cosborn, they're not as beautiful as you. Thanks. Back to the Future. Yava is here. Yes, I see that you changed your profile picture to a red rose. So pretty. I love it. We've got Danielle. OMG, the earrings look beautiful on you. Thank you. I decided to throw them in because I wanted to give them some spotlight since this was a Valentine's Day brand collab. For those of you who are new, I usually wear a different set of earrings, but these are gemstone earrings, these are garnet earrings, and there is a video. I did a brand collab for these earrings. The brand is called She Said Yes. I've got the box right here. And they were kind enough to send me these earrings. They came in this lovely box. I feel like this is like the proposal box where you get down and it's like, but yes, I am wearing the She Said Yes garnet gemstone earrings for early Valentine's Day. Speaking of which, you guys, I am gonna be on live tomorrow for a little fun Valentine's Day pop-up live stream. Carly, today's my birthday. Happy birthday, Happy birthday, Carly. Shaquille, Chip Broadhead. Friday is good. Also, I love 13. 13 is my lucky number, so I love Friday the 13th. Hell yeah, elementary school Valentine's was cool, right, Cosborn? Remind me again, are you a millennial like me? I am a 93 baby, and I don't know what schools do now, if it's the same as it was, but growing up as a millennial kid, so I was in kindergarten through 3rd grade in the early 2000s. Like, I started kindergarten in 1999. Yeah. The 1999 to 2000 school year was my kindergarten year. So yeah, I was in elementary school in the early 2000s, and I have such fond memories of Valentine's Day parties that my teachers would have us do. I vividly remember in the lead up to Valentine's Day, I think this might have been second or third grade, my teacher she had each of us take a white paper bag, and then we wrote our name on it, and then we got to decorate it with like cut out hearts and little glitter pieces and whatever, cupids, roses, flowers. And then we hung them around the classroom. And then on Valentine's Day, we were supposed to bring in little, paper Valentines where you just, write the kid's name, like whoever it's to, and then it's from you, with a little box of whatever, hearts or chocolates or whatever. And then you'd go around and you'd put Valentine's Day treats into all of your classmates' bags. And it was just so fun. I remember like reading the thoughtful notes from my friends, from everybody in my class. It was so fun. I love the way that my teachers did Valentine's Day. Shaquille Cosborn, IRW Guitar, Tom Outry, Chip Broadhead, different earrings. Yes, different earrings tonight, guys. I haven't celebrated Valentine's Day in 10 years, says Timinator. Aurelius Cooper, happy Valentine's Day. Yes. Hello, James Terry. Very lovely earrings. Thank you. I love these earrings so much. Happy Valentine's Day, James. Tony Romano, Salim, just found your channel accidentally and am stuck. Well, that's a good thing. William Berry is guessing so in the poll. Yes, vote in the poll if you haven't already. Earrings like which type of coffee? John Skeen, Oki Precision. William Berry, hello. John Skeen is asking, what music do I like? Ooh, I would say my favorite type of music of all time is rock. Like anything in the rock genre. My favorite band is Green Day. I love Fall Out Boy. I love Linkin Park. I love Metallica. I love Rammstein. I love the Arctic Monkeys. And I love is it the Neighborhood? And the Black Keys and Jack White. Like those are like my rock gods. I love them all. So rock is my favorite. I also really love pop music. I love Taylor Swift. I love Justin Bieber. I've seen them both in concert. I really like Billie Eilish. I like, who's another like mainstream person? I don't know, Pitbull. I like rap. Eminem is my favorite rapper. I also like Chris Brown. I know people have strong feelings, but I do like Chris Brown. I like, what's his face? He's like, not MGK, but he's like another one of like the few white rappers that I'm aware of. Jack Harlow. I like Jack Harlow. I like Nicki Minaj. I like Kanye, another controversial, someone who's just got a lot of stuff going on in his personal life, but I do like him. And I love country. I really love a lot of genres. I'd say my favorite of all time is rock. Pop is probably second. And then rap and country are like tied. Oh, Post Malone. He's another mainstream artist I really like. Dr. Dre is great. In terms of vocals, Christina Aguilera is my favorite vocalist of all time. No one will ever beat her vocal talent for me. She just has the most impressive vocals I've ever heard. In terms of country artists, I really love Shabuzi. I love Morgan Wallen. I love Carrie Underwood. Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, Dixie Chicks, Shania Twain, Dolly. And you know what? I do really love Elvis, and I was feeling Elvis today, and I had it in my head to listen to Elvis today. I should do that as my next trivia question, because I do have a favorite Elvis song. Okay, Back to the Future, Jorge Fernandez. Hey, I'm sorry. Late for your show. Okay. So sorry, I'll let you know about it. Okay, yeah, it sounds serious. I mean, this is so optional. like YouTube is watching a YouTube live stream is like one of the most optional activities known to man. So don't ever feel bad about not attending a live stream or feeling like you have to explain what's going on. Like, it's totally fine. Jorge Fernandez, you take care of what you need to take care of. Chip Broadhead, Carly, how do you get so many freckles? It was out of my control. It was out of my hands. I was born with freckles, and it's just in my DNA blueprint that my body has put pigments on my face right here in the form of freckles. So this is just the DNA that I happened to get when I was born. I don't get any credit for it except for just like existing. But yeah, I just was born with freckles. Food Forest Permaculture. We'll see you all again planting fruit trees tomorrow. Ooh, that's a beautiful way to spend Valentine's Day. Thank you for the awesome live stream. You're welcome, Food Forest Permaculture. It's great to see you, and I hope you have a great time planting trees. Akshay is asking, how old are you, Hannah? Ooh, I get this question all the time. How about you guess? And honestly, I am not one of those people that gets offended if you overguess my age. I mean, people are like, she's 45, she's 50, and it's like, okay, whatever. But yeah, Akshay, take a guess. I will not get offended. Hardly anything offends me anymore, so you can guess whatever you really think it is. Salim says, I love your energy. Thank you. Cosborn says, I've got 3 years on you, lady. I'm your senior. Okay, so you're a 90 baby. Okay. Stakes is high. Says hi to Back to the Future. But William Barry. Brad, hello. Jamar Bailey. What movie is Bad Bunny LeBron James? Mego May. Love these emojis. We got Cristiano, Martha, and baby Hannah. Where the spirit is free. Kaylin is here. Great to see you, Kaylin. Happy early Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Carly. The Demonaut, the 2000s pop punk era. Chip Broadhead, listen to the words of the Meatloaf songs. Interesting. I don't know if I've heard Meatloaf before. I know who that is, though. Young Chazi, how do you feel about Outkast? They're fine, but they feel kind of dated. And do they do any new music? Rob Faye, hot streak in the 40s up there. Yes, OMG, Rob. Ooh, it's about time. I'm actually, it's been like a nice reprieve from the brutal, overbearing, freezing temperatures. It feels like spring. The Demonat, I love EDM music. Garth Brooks, yes, I like Garth Brooks as well. Matthew Basketball is back. Jacoby, I posted my Corvette. OMG, very cool. Let's see it. Salim Deluxe, country music is the music of life. Jacoby. Let's see. Corvette. Wow, very cool. Nice. We got Martin, who is Indonesian. Rob Faye, Hannah, be my YouTube Valentine. I said earlier this week I will be everybody's Valentine on here this year. Thank you, Salim. Hannah is a frecklish beauty. Thanks, Cosborn. Carly, I don't talk about my religious views on here. Chip Broadhead, 21 only numbers. Timinator 23, I guess 26 because I am 26, and happy Valentine's Day. All right, I am older than 26. Monique, thank you. Oh, Garnet is your birthstone. Very cool. Kaylin says, I have a 3-day weekend. Yes, OMG, Kaylin. I do too, you guys. I have a 3-day weekend, and I'm so ready for it. I'm so ready to just relax and just enjoy my time. Oh, I'm ready. Let's see. Stakes is high for me. Both Outcasts' stylistic eras were perfect. The grimy ATL street sound. Don't know this stuff. Eric Fitzpatrick. Cosborn, forget fan meetups. We need a live stream jogathon. I've only done one live stream outdoors, but I never do outdoor live streams because it can show geographic locations, and I don't want people to ever know where they can physically access me. So if I were to run around, like if I were to jog around my city, Minneapolis, people would recognize certain landmarks and they'd be like, oh my gosh, right now Hannah's near this street, Hannah's near this restaurant, Hannah's near US Bank Stadium. That is too risky for me. I think it's very unwise to go live outside where there are recognizable landmarks in the background, because that is essentially an open invitation for anybody who wants to physically access you to come and find you. And I don't mess around with that. Ergo Video Oasis. Carly says, you are so kind. Thank you, Illy. But honestly, I think you are 30. You're close, Akshay. I am 32. Brian, good to see you. Thank you very much. Yes, these were a brand collab I did and posted this week. Garnet earrings. I'll take one of them out so you guys can see. My ears are a little red because I was putting them in right before this live stream. But yes, here is the beautiful garnet earring. Isn't it so pretty? Ooh. Just in time for Valentine's Day. Timidator is saying 27. Nope. I am not 27. I am 5 years older than that. I had a busy day. The inspectors came back and my boss was there. Were they reviewing your work, Kaylin? Brian says, happy Valentine's Day and happy birthday. In one, tomorrow is my cousin's birthday. Okay. Minneapolis says, Ergo Video Oasis. Salim, yeah. Ooh, boy. Yeah. Let me tell you, there has been some really, really messed up and scary stuff that's happened to YouTubers and live streamers on all different kinds of platforms. And even the tiniest little mistake can cost you. It's like, oh my goodness, yeah. There are really unhinged, really unwell people out there, and some people think it's fun to try and track people down, and I never take my safety for granted, and I don't take it lightly. So that is like rookie mistake number one, I would say, is if you're doing a live stream, like going outside to a place where people can recognize, like people can identify your exact physical location and then go and find you. Thanks, Brian. Minneapolis Bliss says stakes is high. I love that. Salim says 32 years. You really love yourself and taking care of your skin and body. Congrats. You guys, I try so hard. I try and walk this line of trying to be really healthy and, setting myself up to be mobile and sharp and very active and happy and well when I'm older, much, much older. So I try to be really healthy now, but at the same time, enjoy life and have fun. And I feel like it's like a balance of, sometimes you gotta let loose and have fun, but I'd say most of the time, I'm very disciplined. I tend to eat the same foods over and over, like very consistent diet, exercise, water, sleep, all that stuff. So yes, trying really hard to be healthy. It's Marie. Oh, sounds like some drama. Kaylin says, yes, they were checking my building to make sure it's clean and my boss helps us fix the mistakes. That's nice of him or her. House of All the Animals, Dan Daly, Ergo Video Oasis. This might be the last day I drive semi-trucks. It's burnt me out. Do you have an idea of what you'll do after driving semi-trucks? Happy Life says the poll question. Saktilanda. Brian. Salim, I'm 27. I do love staying healthy too. Brandon Preacher Green, great to see you. Happy early Valentine's Day. House of All the Animals. You know, I want to be a great family member, no matter what my title is. Be sure to vote in the poll, guys. I keep it open. Brian, you and your Rachie have to drive a truck and go live. No, not gonna happen. Happy Life says, not the poll question, just the answers so far. Yeah, I know, it's pretty split. 35% said terrible, 24% said so-so, 14% said good, and 27% said amazing. Ergo Video says, I do, but I got to figure out how I can balance the time. Happy Life. Sir Ooch, good to see you. Love to see you using the zombie member emoji. Brandon Preacher Green. I like those earrings, Hannah. They are small. Yes, compared to my Jingle Bell earrings, these are small. Yes, I like that they're more subtle. House of All the Animals, you are very positive. I really wish you the best in your future family. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Yes, at this point in my life, I don't have kids, but I lean yes on having kids. And I feel like in terms of how many kids I would like to have, it's between like 3 and 5, I'd say. You know, it's obviously a lot of work, tons of work, a lot of, you know, income to feed them, clothe them. I would love to have my kids in like lots of sports and activities. And yeah, it's like the biggest responsibility ever. So it's something I look forward to it's like mid-distance future, not the near term, not the long term, but kind of like maybe in the next 5 to 8. Saktilanda. I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Salim, I've never been to Zanzibar. Nope. Sir Ooch, have fun this weekend, everybody. Yes. Thank you, Salim. Happy Life, great question. How is your daily push-up challenge going? Yes, I'm still doing it, but I took a break this week because I got my tetanus shot on Monday, which made my arm incredibly sore. So I'm taking this week off to let my arm recover from getting my tetanus vaccine. Sir Ooch, Monique says, also, don't do an apartment tour. Nope, no apartment, no home. That's the thing. I think it's the more breadcrumbs you give people on the internet, the more they have to potentially find you. Yes, I completely agree with this. Don't do an apartment tour. I've read the comment section of a video where someone recognized which apartment complex the creator lived in. Exactly. Yep, you have to be careful. Sir Ooch, I'm everybody's Valentine. Martin from Indonesia, nice to meet you. Brian says 2 twins, maybe. Happy Life says thanks for the update. Danny is asking how's the homeless scenario looking like in Minnesota. I can't speak for the whole state, but it's definitely an issue in Minneapolis and St. Paul because I see homeless people in both cities. Sir Ooch got back from the gym. Nice. Andrew is here. Hello, Andrew. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day where you're at. Never leave breadcrumbs. Yes. I mean, I share some aspects of my life. You can't, it's like, you know, I want to show you a tiny bit of my life, but you're not getting a massive, like, amount of information. Brian says, get 2 twin puppies. Back to the Future says hi to Andrew. Yeah, I guess I didn't watch the Chelsea game, but I heard earlier in this chat that Chelsea did good today, so I'm happy for them. Maybe I will throw it on. Brandon Preacher Green. Cosmore says, Handy will be an awesome madre. Thank you. I sure hope so. Brandon, I voted on the poll, Hannah. I didn't even see the halftime show or the Super Bowl period, but just the name Bad Bunny. Sir Oot, you are appreciated. Thank you. GK. Andrew, yes, Weekend will be happy now. Yep, I know, because we got ourselves a win. Let's see that replay. How about Back to the Future? Smash that like button by double tapping your screen. We can get to 100 likes tonight, I'm sure. It's not quite 1 hour, and we're at 72. All right, Chelsea. Is there a Chelsea replay for me to watch? Brian says Hannah is the biggest Chelsea fan. I don't know about that. There's some epic Chelsea fans. Let's see. Yeah, stakes aside, that's a good point. Very good point. 5 kids. Yeah, 3 to 5, I would say, is my range. Monique says, I thought the Super Bowl halftime show was so-so. I wasn't crying or overwhelmed by Bad Bunny. Fair. All right, going to Premier League. Let's see. Sports. Cosborn, Monique. Kaylin, I just guessed on the poll. I was out at the store and getting food around the time the Super Bowl started. Brian, you bleed blue. I wonder, I don't know if there is a Premier League replay yet of this game. Let's see. Brian, Adirondack 3 to 5, that's a bunch. Andre Green Dre. Hi everyone. Bad Bunny needed a translator. Cosborn, last movie you might recommend, if any. Oh, I know. Frankenstein. I'll put it in the chat. Let's see. Cosborn, easy. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein on Netflix. Let's see here. Matt Torrance. I can't believe it's really Hannah. It's me. Andre, yes, World Cup 2026. You all ready? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm ready. I'm rooting for England this year. Monique, have you rated it yet? I'm not going to close the poll just yet, but I'm going to close it soon. Brian, I want a daughter first and a son after, just 2 kids. Anything more? Wow, okay, 3 kids for the most, 2 daughters and a son. Do you hate... I think there's a typo. The Demonat. Matt Torrance, William of the Bull, Sakti Londa. Demonat. Can't have England winning this year. What? What do you mean? Sorry, Thomas Tuchel. Aw, what do you mean? That'd be so fun. Can't have England winning this year. Brandon Tubbs says, hi, babe. Hi, Brandon. All right, there's no Chelsea replay yet because they played today. Let's see, what games are tomorrow? I'd like to actually get up and maybe watch a game or two. There's something about Premier League mornings that just make me so happy, you guys. Hannah Montana, all I keep hearing. That's okay. I grew up watching Hannah Montana. I loved Hannah Montana. USA, Senegal, France, those are the 3 teams I'm rooting for. Chief the Medicine Man, hey, Hannah, is poll 1 still up? Check it out. I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but it's floating here. Poll number 1, I'd rate the Bad Bunny halftime show, and then I put terrible, so-so, good, and amazing. And I was asking people what they thought of the Bad Bunny halftime show. Drunken Chef Barbecue, doing good. Excited that it's almost Valentine's Day. I love Valentine's Day. I just think it's such a sweet holiday. Stakes aside, LMAO, the English enjoy the sole accolade of being kind of bad at the sport that they themselves formalize. I don't see the UK winning another World Cup for another 50 years. I don't think that's quite true. Andre, most fun sport to watch. WNBA, they keep missing the shots. Chief the Medicine Man says, oh, okay. Brandon, no. Chris the Sultan. What was I gonna... Oh, Premier League games. Also, you guys, we can talk about this too. How sad is it that Thomas Frank got fired from Tottenham? He didn't even finish his first season as their manager. I felt so bad for him. Monique, me and my little brother used to sing the Hannah Montana theme song. Nice. Bichote, a bunch of racists that actually, no. The Demonet, Liverpool versus Brighton and Aston Villa. SR Dragon, thank you. Andre Green Dre, I only cheer for Ronaldo. I'm not rooting for Portugal to win the whole thing, but I will be watching Cristiano Ronaldo in all his glory on Team Portugal in the World Cup. Andre Green, Demonat, FA Cup weekend. No, are you serious? Hold on. I don't think Premier League games tomorrow. This sucks. Premier League schedule, 2026 games. Thursday, Wednesday. Are there really? No. Why did Chelsea play? Hold on. Premier League games on Saturday, February 14, 2026. Oh, no. I cannot stand FA Cup. I don't watch FA Cup, so I guess there's no Premier League games. Oh, well. Brian, Arsenal versus Man City. Kirby says Messi, Messi, Messi. Ooh, Andre, I Show Speed. OMG, I love I Show Speed. I love the fact that he's touring around Africa too. Sakti, Landa. Andre Green Dre, Man City winning. Ricky with the Gordon emoji. So if your team loses, you can get fired. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They are absolutely merciless about winning. Like winning in the English Premier League. It's like sometimes I feel like they fire people way too soon, but they just demand winning, like lots and lots of winning, that if you have a pretty bad record even in your first year, you get fired. Not always, but sometimes. Great to see you, Tricky Ricky, SR Dragon, Kirby. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Kaylin saying hi to Kirby. I Show Speed. Oh my God, he is so that guy is just like, I've never seen such energy. It's wild. That's what they just did to the Buffalo Bills coach. Really? He got fired? Soccer, biggest sport in the world? Yes, of course. Brian, no, I'm not going to do that. All right, poll question. Let's see how you guys did. What did I think of Bad Bunny? So I finally watched the Bad Bunny halftime show today. And let's see. Okay, poll question number 1. I'd rate the Bad Bunny halftime show as I wouldn't say it was terrible. That's not the right answer. Second place, amazing, 10 out of 10. I didn't think it was amazing. Nope. So-so came in third place. I thought it was so-so. The things that I loved about the show were his outfit. I loved the dancers. I loved the visuals, like the whole, like the different scenes with like the farmers and the people swinging from the telephone poles. I loved like the production of it. So there were a lot of things I liked. What I didn't like about it was mostly it was all in Spanish, and I have very limited understanding of Spanish. It's not good. So I couldn't understand most of what he was singing, and it would have been nice to have at least a translation of it. So I just I got very disinterested and bored a few minutes into it because it's like, I can't understand what you're saying. That was like the main thing. But yeah, I thought it was okay. Not my favorite. How many words did I understand? A few. Andre Green. Raphael, hello. Chief the Medicine Man. Yeah, you guys, feel free to share, I know I say I don't do politics on here, but it's everything is getting politicized these days, whatever. You can share how you feel about the you are free to have your own opinion about the halftime show. No one is required to feel some kind of way about the halftime show. I was it was okay. Kind of boring. It was entertaining but boring at the same time. I couldn't understand what he was saying. Yeah, it was just eh. Tricky Ricky, Bad Bunny, Raphael, thank you. Kurt, happy Valentine's Day. Kirby, so-so, yes. I guess how I would rate it is a 6 out of 10. So-so. Tricky Ricky, Back to the Future. I thought you were asking what we thought about it. My mistake. Tricky Ricky, nope. I'd rate how I rate the Super Bowl halftime show. Tricky Ricky, stakes is high. Yep, shan't be watching the halftime show. Yeah, it's for me, it would have been the same. I think I would have felt the same way if the halftime show, cute. Thank you for the Sunday. I want to get the screenshot. All right. But yeah, I honestly, it's got nothing against Spanish or Spanish speakers or Latin culture. I think that's all amazing. I took Spanish for 3 years. It's I have an interest in the language. It's just I don't have good Spanish skills. I would have felt the same exact way if the show had been completely in Mandarin Chinese or French or Portuguese or Japanese or name a language. It's it was just I'm barely understand. It's I'm getting the dancing and I'm getting the theatrics and I understand the scenes and things going on. But it's for me, music is so, the primary reason I listen to music is the lyrics. And I love understanding the message of the music and the meaning and references and all that. And I was just it's if I can't understand any of what he's saying, this isn't fun to watch. Visually, it was as a dance performance, I thought it was really fun. But as a music performance, I didn't particularly enjoy it. Yeah. So I was nah, it's okay. Kirby, I know, I had that, so I was watching the whole thing on YouTube. I was watching the replay of it. And the whole time I was couldn't they have given some kind of translation? I'm just so confused. Why? It would have been so helpful to have if they could have because they were putting text up on the big screens in the stadium, and I was I mean, yeah, sure, a lot of people watching are Spanish speakers and would have understood it, but I was most of the people, I would say most of the people, the vast majority of people watching this are English speakers primarily, and I would also guess most people watching don't have proficient Spanish skills. Like, they're not going to understand the lyrics. And it just felt like, why are you... Yeah, I was very confused. What also confuses me too, like, for example, like, when, what's her face? She's a very... Oh, what's her name? She performed before the game began. Female artist who performed before Super Bowl game. This is driving me nuts. I know her name. Is it Brandi Carlile? Okay, this bothered me too. I was like, okay, so when Brandi Carlile was performing America the Beautiful, they had interpreters there translating English lyrics into sign language for viewers. And I was like, okay, if we're gonna translate English to American Sign Language, but we're not gonna translate Spanish to English for all of the millions of viewers, like, that to me was just, that I found frustrating, because it's like, I want to understand what he's saying. Like, I love listening to foreign music. I listen to a lot of French music. I listen to some Spanish music. I listen to, I'm trying to think if there's any other languages, some Portuguese, like, songs that are sung in Portuguese. But I was like, man, like, it sucks listening to music and you don't even know what they're saying. Like, you're not understanding the message of it. So that was like a point of frustration for me. It's like, at the very minimum, I would have appreciated some kind of translation of the lyrics. Kurt, you've sold your car. Okay. Rocket Runs. I want to make sure to get the Sunday gift on my shout out list from EXBLVY. Let's see. We've got EBK, Brian, Kurt, Sir Ooch. My mother and father are Mexican, so I know what I'm talking about. Monique. I do like how older Hispanics reacted to his Nueva York song because it was nostalgic and reminded them of their youth. That's sweet, and I'm happy Puerto Ricans felt proud and had representation. Bishop Bullwinkle, Kareem TV. I watched from Denmark. I didn't know. Cosborn, did you leave little Valentine's cards on your classmates' desks? We would go around and actually put our Valentine's cards, like with the treats, into like gift bags, similar to trick-or-treating. We put them into little bags for each of our classmates. Excuse me. Florida, thank you. Whatever you say. Okay, I think everyone was confused and translation would have been helpful. Yep. It's like I was saying before, it's like, if we're going to be translating America the Beautiful, sung by Brandi Carlile, we're translating an English song into American Sign Language. It's like, we're doing one kind of translation at this Super Bowl, but you're not going to translate a 13 to 15 minute halftime show into English when your audience is primarily English speakers. Like, that to me makes no sense. It's like, I love Spanish music. I think it's great. And it's like, some Spanish, I would have been so cool with, like, even mostly Spanish, but I'm just like, it's bothering me that this is entirely in Spanish. Just like I was saying before. I mean, I think people would have been confused if it had been entirely in French or entirely in Mandarin or entirely in another language. And I get, yes, we've got tons of Spanish speakers in the United States compared to other languages. But still, it's like, I think you also have to put on a production that takes into account, like, your primary viewer. Like, your primary viewer who's watching the Super Bowl. And I think most people watching it would have kind of been like, it's visually amazing. The dance moves, amazing. Costumes, outfits, all of that, amazing. I loved them. But I just was like, oh, I'm missing everything. It's like, it'd be like watching a foreign film. You go and you pay to watch a foreign film, and there's no subtitles. That's how it felt like. It felt like watching a TV show or a movie that's a foreign film or a foreign TV show, and they're not giving you any subtitles. And you're just kind of like, I'm just gonna have to go off of body language and behaviors and visual cues because I'm not getting any translation here. So I'm not understanding anything that they're talking about. Yeah, that was irritating to me. And I feel like that just, it could have been done. Yeah, I don't get why they didn't do it. Let me scroll down here. Kareem, stakes is high. Yep, Brandi Carlile was performing before the Super Bowl game. Nick, I'm doing good. VK, Parthik Iswaran, thank you for liking the live. Reese Ripley. Oh, Rhea Ripley, like from Raw, WWE Raw. Brian, I don't listen to either of them. Kareem says, for me, the sound was bad. I tried, but could not get into it, but bless him. I mean, yeah, I think he's a great performer, and it was really cool to watch. It was really fun to watch visually. It was like a feast for the eyes. I loved the production of it. This is why I'm very much like so-so on the Bad Bunny halftime show. Very much in the middle, because it's like, it was so cool, like the choreography, the dance moves, the costumes, the set design, and the different scenes. It was very dynamic. It was very colorful and pretty. So like visually, loved it. Like visually and like dancing wise, like choreography wise, loved it. Lyrics and music wise, as a listener, not as a viewer, but as a listener, so frustrating. I was like, I just want to understand. I want to understand. It reminds me of, oh my God, you guys, the first time I ever went to Germany, I stayed with a host family. My German was so bad. I had only been taking it for a few years. And my host sister in Germany, the very first time I lived there, she was like, let's go and watch Pirates of the Caribbean. She's like, you know Pirates of the Caribbean? And I was like, sure. It was like Pirates of the Caribbean 3 or 4. So it's like, I know who the characters are, whatever. But my host sister and I go to a movie theater in Germany, and we're sitting there watching Pirates of the Caribbean. And it was so frustrating because my German was not good at that point, very like elementary German. And I just had to sit through that whole movie kind of like, there obviously weren't subtitles. It was just like in German, in a German movie theater. And again, similar to Bad Bunny, this is the Bad Bunny halftime show. Visually, it was like fun watching Pirates of the Caribbean 4 in German, where it's like, oh, now they're on a pirate ship, and now there's a fight going on, and there's cannons and guns, and now they're getting chased, and now they gotta steal the treasure, and now they're in prison, and now the whatever. It's like you're following the production and the visuals and like the action and the body, whatever, like the movement. But in terms of like what they're saying, it was just like, I'm missing all the jokes. I'm missing all the references. All the people in the theater are laughing, and I'm like not understanding like what was funny. So that's what really bothered me. At the core, it's like I want to understand the language of any kind of production, and that was completely missing, because it's like I don't want to call myself a Spanish speaker because I took a few years of Spanish, but it's so basic where I could not understand a full-blown halftime show. Nick, Chief of DC, hello, Brian, Kirby. I liked the last song. That's the one I was saying I liked. And see, it's like, I can't even remember. I was just like, oh, this is painful. Monique, even the American Sign Language audience had no translation for that. I know, I was like, what? It doesn't make sense. It's like, oh, man. Yeah. Doesn't make sense. Chief the Medicine Man, it was definitely a political move. Kareem, worldwide English. And you know what? I would have been probably I think it would have been pretty chill if they had just put like some kind of captioning or subtitle text as part of the production as like a helpful. I'm like, why are you? It just felt like all of these millions. Like, how many people watched the Super Bowl? How many people watched Super Bowl 2026? Yeah, okay, so 125 million people watched the Super Bowl. It just felt like, why are you burning your English-speaking viewers? Like, it just felt like the primary audience watching the Super Bowl are English speakers. Like, why are you completely cutting them out from understanding the lyrics of the halftime show? It just felt like at least there should have been some accommodation if it's a 13 to 15 minute show. At least give us a translation of it. Timinator. Yep, you've said that before. DG, happy Friday, everyone. I hope everyone is staying safe. You too, DG. Raymond, Hopper. Fairpoint. Beachy Waves Forever. Thank you. Gulf Island Rock. Grayman. Happy Friday the 13th, Tony. Grayman did not watch the Super Bowl. Raphael Reinhardt. I am not in Munich. Noah. I have Valentine's today. Okay. Talia said hi. I'm doing good, Talia. Hello, Princes. Prince something Hopper. Gotcha. Prince Shiloh Taylor. There we go. Hi, Prince Shiloh Taylor. Thank you, Hopper. I think I got you on my list. Yes, I do. Oh, I was gonna do, my next trivia was gonna be Elvis. Oh, Viking JP, because he does not care or like America or the language. I don't know if that's true. I really don't know much about Bad Bunny. And I'm not here to like demonize Bad Bunny. I mean, I thought he was like a very captivating performer and like fun to watch visually. It was so irritating to me to just feel like anyone watching who was an English speaker and didn't have any Spanish knowledge or very limited Spanish knowledge like me just was like left out of understanding the show. It's like, yeah, come on. Doing good, Prince Shiloh Taylor. Ray, oh my gosh, happy belated birthday. I was wondering when I was gonna see you because your birthday was last week, February 6th. How was your birthday, Ray? I'm sorry I've been missing these lives. I've been busy with homework. I have no doubt. I know you're so busy. Timinator. Monique's. The lyrics were not super meaningful, lol, mostly about women partying, etc. Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, it just felt like it felt so unnecessary to completely leave English-speaking viewers, like, in the dark. Because it's like, honestly, what I've noticed is in so many situations, English language broadcasts are available in Spanish. They're available in American Sign Language. It's like there's all these accommodations that are provided going from English to other languages, which I think is totally fair. It's like there's so many languages spoken in the US. So it's like, yeah, I think it's great if you can translate things and provide accommodations. Like, how many times have you called a hotline, a pharmacy, a convenience store, and it's like, para español, pregunta número dos. It's like for Spanish speakers, select 2, and you will have accommodations in Spanish. And it's like, I love that. But like, can we also do it the other way around? Like, if it's gonna be the Super Bowl halftime show, at the very least, Like, it could have been all entirely in Spanish, but, like, you could have even, like, kicked out Lady Gaga, because her segment was mostly in English. And I can't remember if Ricky Martin was English or Spanish, but I'm like, come on, it has to go both ways. If there's going to be accommodations going from English to other languages, it should go the other way too, especially when you're keeping in mind who is the primary viewer of this show. It's English speakers. Let's see. Does anyone notice Hannah is one of the few who doesn't get trolls? I would say there's still some trolls that appear, but they're very, few and far between, and that's a combination of my wonderful moderators and an extensive shadow ban filter. I have banned over 2,000 words and phrases, and I keep notes whenever a spam or hate comment comes through. It gets added to my filter, and you can't see that anymore. Grayman, it was all Spanish. Charles is here. How are you? And Inwok Kenyatta, good to see you. I'm loading a Super Bowl. Okay, catch it manners. Stakes is high occasionally. Adam from the UK. Hello, Adam. Carrie Fair, good point. But yeah, I mean, the whole production of it, I feel like it was irritating that there was no incorporation of a translation into English. Ben, it was the most watched halftime in history. Ooh. That is really cool. And you know what I was thinking too is he had just won the Grammy for, was it Album of the Year? I forget. But I feel like he was already crazy popular, and then coming off of the Grammy win a week before and then doing the Super Bowl is like epic. Let's see. I just want to make sure, did someone send something? Okay. Grayman, Hopper, Ernest, trying to ask what the answer to the poll is. So-so. I thought the Bad Bunny halftime show I gave it a 6 out of 10. Ben, DG, that new Bruno Mars song is addicted. Yeah. I don't know that one. I was thinking Die With a Smile, which is what Lady Gaga sang at the halftime show, which is a collab she's got with Bruno. Ben, Tile by James. Monique, I think not accommodating English speakers was intentional given the political climate. Again, it's like, why? Why? Like, why not accommodate English speakers if it's the primary language spoken in the US? It just felt very strange. Stakes is high. I disagree. Sir Ooch. I don't really watch Super Bowl halftime shows. Yeah, I mean, people are going to have different opinions about it, so my opinion is my own, and it's not the same as everybody else's. I found it irritating. It's like, that is my chief complaint about the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show. Yeah, Tile by James, it's like I did feel a little left out, where I was like, this is so amazing. This is so fun to watch. I'm loving the dancing. Even the instrumentals. Like, I loved the sound of the songs, but I just was so lost and I felt left behind. I was like, this sucks. I want to know what he's saying. Dang it. Universal, you thought Bad Bunny was cringe. Interesting. Jack Nitro, happy Valentine's Day. Yes. Ernest says, I wish that Ricky Martin and Lady Gaga did the whole thing. I liked Lady Gaga's part. I was a little confused. I was like, why is Lady Gaga here? If anything, here's the thing. Like, if I could have my way, like if I could edit, ooh, thank you, TJ, or is it T Gray maybe? TJ Gray. But like if I had my way, if I got my way and I could make edits to the Super Bowl halftime show or changes, like if I could modify what the performance would have looked like and sounded like, I think visually I would have kept everything the same, the whole set, the costumes and the dancing. Loved all that. I would have, I think I would have put in more English. Like, actually, you know what I would have loved? In addition to Ricky Martin, I would have loved more Latino, Spanish speaking, or like Latin heritage artists. Like the artists that came to mind that would have been so cool to like be cameos there were Camila Cabello, Pitbull, Mr. 305, is it Sean Paul, Shakira, and there was one other one that came to mind. But I was like, I would have loved to see like Latin American Spanish speaking artists like pop up and do some, like sing some songs. And I would have preferred a little more English. And if not that, just some English translation, just so that people are not sitting there confused. Let's see. Ernest says they should have gotten Green Day for the halftime show and had Bad Bunny for the pregame show. Yeah, I mean, I love Green Day and I just don't know much about Bad Bunny. So if those had been swapped, I would have been a super happy camper because Green Day is my favorite band of all time. Ray said, oh wait, hold on, let me back up here. Bishop Bullwinkle, the halftime show would have been great if there was a co-star similar to Bruno Mars, Justin Timberlake, and Beyonce. Yes. I completely agree with this. I think it would have been nice just to have a little more understandability and like a collab situation, but you know, the decision isn't mine. Tuco, where were you? Tuco, Ray, I had fun on my birthday, but I got sick on Sunday. Oh, I'm sorry, Ray. I hope you're feeling better. Ben, exactly. Can't make everyone happy. Monique, not gonna lie, I thought Cardi B was performing. Oh my God. Nope. But I wonder if Cardi B was there because she is having a baby with Stephon Diggs, who's on the New York Patriots. Ernest says they should have got, oh, okay, I read that one already. Ernest, Ricky Martin is Latino. Yes, I thought Ricky Martin was fine. I was confused why Lady Gaga was there because I'm like, she's Italian, not Latin American. But like Ricky Martin, I was like, ooh, I love that he's here. But I also, in addition to Ricky Martin, I would have loved to see like younger Latin American artists. Like Camila Cabello was the first one that came to mind. But yeah, there's like, I feel like it was Camila Cabello and Pitbull. Like, I love listening to Pitbull's songs, and he throws in so much Spanish into his songs. Yeah. But it's like a blend. It's like Spanglish. Like, you're getting both. I think that's like, that would have been like chef's kiss, where I'm like, you're like semi-confused, but you're like, wait, yes, I get that, and I got that. Now I'm lost again, but now I get that. Like, that would have been hilarious, and I would have been totally fine being like 50% confusion, totally fine. But I was like 100, not 100, but like 90 to 95% confused listening, because it was like not only all in Spanish, but like just going so quickly and spoken so quickly, where I'm like, ooh, this is way beyond Spanish 3, like high school Spanish and 1 year in college. Like, far beyond my Spanish skills. I love when songs are in like a fusion of multiple languages. So that, I think that would have been a more fun viewing experience. I know, Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305, if they could have gotten Pitbull to like pop up and just been like, yeah, doing his thing. Oh, that would have been so great. Oh, missed opportunity. Sean Paul, Tom Outry, Stakes is High. She was in the halftime show, LOL. Ahmed. Ernest says, I know they are your fave band, but their energy would have been perfect for the halftime show. I know. It's like, let's go. Chazzy, so it's Bad Bunny's fault y'all didn't do well in Spanish class. Ray, no, it's not about, the thing is, it's like the viewers shouldn't all be expected to understand fluent Spanish. And the primary viewers of the Super Bowl are English speakers. It's like, at the very least, translate. It's like I was saying earlier, if you're going to translate America the Beautiful into another language, ASL, American Sign Language, which was like a 3 to 4 minute performance, you should translate the entire halftime show into English so that millions and millions of people can understand what's being said. Ray says, I decided I was going to go to college the other day. Ooh, which ones are you looking at, Ray? Saitha, hello. Stakes is high. Ahmed, Ernest, I gotta go. Have a great night and wonderful Valentine's Day. Yes, thank you, you too, Ernest. I will be going live tomorrow for a little bit on Valentine's Day. I'm planning to do the live stream. I'm debating if I want to do 11 a.m. tomorrow or 12 o'clock noon. What should I do, guys? I'm debating. Jalen, happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I am doing well. I unboxed this lovely vase that my grandparents got for me. They actually gave it to me as a very belated Christmas present, and I was like, oh my God, you guys did not have to do that. Jeez. But I wanted to have some beautiful flowers in here, so I went and got a bouquet. And it's Valentine's Day weekend, so it seemed fine. Yeah, I'm good. How about you, Jalen? Hello. Beanathon? Aliyah Brown, hello. Ray says, I was looking at Missouri State, Crowder, and Colorado State University. That's so exciting, Ray. Do you have a sense of what you would like to study at college, like what you major in? Ernest says, I will pop in regardless of what you choose. Sounds good, Ernest. Thanks again for being here, and thank you for the gift you sent earlier. Happy early Valentine's Day. Okay, next trivia question. It's going to be, guess my favorite Elvis song. Someone, yeah, Jorge Fernandez, you were saying a comment, it sounded serious. Thanks, Ernest. Comboing it, yes, for Valentine's Day. Thank you. Yeah, Jorge Fernandez, I'm very sorry to hear that you lost someone close to you or who means a lot to you. And if you don't ever feel like you have to be on these live streams, like commenting and stuff. Like if you need to be offline with family, with loved ones, or just, doing something else to process it, I'm always going to be here. Like, I'm going to be here routinely on live streams. So there will be other live streams you can come back to. Ray says, yes, actually, the specific thing I was looking at is horticulture bachelor's. What? I already have college credits from Greenhouse. I was just thinking, yes. Well, and you're also an FFA. I'm doing floriculture next year. Dude. This is so cool, Ray. I feel like you're learning so many valuable practical skills. I love this. I'm excited for you, Ray. So, Ray, are you a junior right now And then you'll be a senior next year and then go to college. Jalen saying hi to Back to the Future. Kirby with the dono. Wow. See you tomorrow, Ernest. Stakes aside, my favorite Elvis song is the one that was covered. Oh my God, I love that song. Speaking of which, I feel like that is like the perfect Valentine's Day song. Oh, so good. Can't help falling in love. Dennis Shaybaum. Thank you, Dennis. Jalen says, my son had his senior night in basketball tonight. Oh my gosh, senior night. I remember the senior nights when I was in school, and I remember also going to like friends and family members' senior nights, like when like I was done with mine and then I attended theirs at later times. That's so special, Jalen. Oh, senior nights. Man, I'm feeling old thinking about how long it's been since I went to a senior night. Okay, Ray is a junior. Makes sense. Yeah, my junior year was when I was really starting to think about colleges that I wanted to go to. Edelson, hello. Sends a shout out to Brasilia. Hello, hello. Christopher Pothmonts. Hey there. Happy Valentine's Day back to you. How I am say? What? Monique, is Elvis under or overrated? I think he is hyped. His accolades and his fame and his legendary status are exactly right. I've become such an Elvis fan in adulthood. Neither of my parents were big Elvis fans, and so I didn't grow up listening to a lot of Elvis, but of course you can't escape him growing up in the US. Chad is here. Hello, Chad. How are you? How's life out in Boston? Sir Ooch, adios, sweet dreams. See you later, Sir Ooch. Thanks for being here. Okay, Elvis songs. There's so many good ones. Oh. Okay, let's come up with a list. Ray says, it's been a busy week, but I'm passing all my classes and got to make bouquets in greenhouse. Perfect. 'Tis the season for bouquets. Back to the Future saying hi to Chad. It's hard to tell because of For boomers, Elvis was an absolute generational phenomenon. For us millennials and younger, he's a cultural icon who predates us. I think, though, as a millennial, like very, very far removed from Elvis's heyday compared to Gen X and the boomers especially, and even Silent Gen, because Elvis himself was technically Silent Gen. But it's like if someone's legacy has carried on for all of these decades to the point where like I can I'm a very mainstream music person. Like I start to get lost when it's not super mainstream artists, but it's like I wouldn't consider myself like super knowledgeable when it comes to like all the greats of music history. But like Elvis, ain't no way I was ever gonna miss Elvis. And I grew up in a household, like as a millennial, I grew up in a household with two parents who were I'm not quite sure if it's like neutral or dislike. I feel like it's somewhere kind of not a fan of Elvis, but just didn't grow up listening to him. It wasn't really in my zone of my genre of music that I would listen to, but like I feel like I still know so much about Elvis because he was such a legend. Like if you have carried on, if your legacy and your music has carried on, like there's so many commercials with Elvis music. Actually, there was one that played today, which is why I was thinking of Elvis. Actually, growing up when I was in elementary school, we would do these class choir programs and they'd have different themes. And one of my choir themes for my class, like for our concert, was Schoolhouse Rock. And we sang Elvis songs in our Schoolhouse Rock production. So it's like, I'm sure kids in school now, like the Gen Alphas, are learning Elvis songs because they're such classics. They're such standards. Hannah, what was the highlight of your day? The highlight of my day, I would say, was getting this bouquet and putting it in my lovely vase. Monique says, can you give a present day cultural icon that has Elvis status just so I can understand the impact? Great question. Modern day cultural icon, I mean, I would say Taylor Swift and Beyonce in terms of music. Like I feel like the impact is so obvious everywhere you go, particularly Taylor Swift. Like she has the highest grossing tour in all of human history. Let's just pull up her records. Taylor Swift music records broken. She has the most #1 albums for a solo artist. 15, she has 15 #1 albums. She has the highest grossing tour of all time. It grossed over 1 billion and eventually exceeded 2 billion. She's the only artist to win Album of the Year 4 times. Yeah, it's just, ooh, yeah, she's a machine. Jalen says, over the next couple scouts have scheduled appointments with us over the next couple scouts have scheduled appointments with us so far for University of Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Kansas State, and Ball State for basketball scholarships. Ooh, congrats, Jalen. That is huge. Penny for the boatman. Thank you. Monique says, as a millennial, I recognize Elvis, but I never really studied him like that. I personally love Bob Marley. Nice. I studied him recently, and I love him now. He's one that I don't know. I mean, I know, again, like, I would say Jamaican, like, his style of music is just not what I listen to. But he's so massive that there's no way there are some people where it's like they're too big to miss, even if you're not super big into music or their genre of music. So, yeah. Bob Marley. Another one where I'm like, he's okay. Like, I don't love him or hate him. His stuff is like, it doesn't really do much for me, but he's just so legendary. Ooh, sorry, Billy. Self-sacrifice. I don't think I've ever made gumbo before. I almost want to say Michael Jackson, but Michael Jackson is simply in a different realm of hyperstardom. True. Yeah. He's so legendary. It's so crazy. Back to the Future. Don't forget to turn on notifications to catch Hannah when she goes live. Yes, I will be going live tomorrow, guys, on Valentine's Day. Don't forget. Okay, I have to come up with this trivia question for Elvis. Or should I save it for tomorrow? I'm debating. Thank you, Lewis. Your freckles are so attractive. Thank you. I think I'll do it really quick. Elvis songs. Oh, there's so many to pick from. Hello, Scotty Bullard. How are you? Okay, here we go. Got my 4. Poll question number. Come on. Sorry, guys. Poll question number 2. Guess my favorite Elvis song. Okay. One sec. Almost done. Billy sent a gift. I'm so sorry I can't see it at the moment. I'm putting in a poll question. All right, guess my favorite Elvis song. Oops, typo. Knew it. All right, poll question. Here we go. So, Elvis, see if you can guess my favorite Elvis song, everybody. Melody, good to see you. Southern Royalty said hi. Sober Guy. Thank you, Scotty Bullard. Rest in peace. You're so gorgeous. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day. Faith by Maddie. Thank you. Monique says Michael Jackson was my boo back in the day. I had a Walkman and used to sing You Are Not Alone. I can't wait to see the movie on April 24th. LOL. Cute. Billy, thank you for the 100. I'll get you on my dono shout outs. Guess my favorite Elvis song. Billy, yes, all is well. Hope the same is true for you, Billy. Cannot Falling in Love. I personally prefer UB40's cover, but I still like Elvis's original. Sober Guy, Love Me Tender. I mean, he's got so many. Oh, love him. Good old Elvis. What would life be without Elvis? Dang, you guys, I'm still so bummed that there's no Premier League this weekend. I guess it just means I gotta get out and do other stuff. Oh, but there's replays from during the week here. Oh, okay. I might throw on one of these just for funsies. Excuse me. Chelsea versus Leeds. William Barry's guessing Suspicious Minds. Steak Society says, I really like his stuff from the 90s, slightly more than his stuff from the 80s and before, but the R&B electronic tracks Michael put out in the 90s are sublime. I think my main tracks are Thriller, Billie Jean, not so much the 90s. I feel like that's more 80s. I think I'm more into his 80s era. But, I mean, the dude was a music god. Just incredible. What should I throw on, guys? Chelsea versus Leeds? From Wednesday, I think? Or maybe Tuesday. Rock My World from 1997 is one of Michael's best ever tracks. Top 5 for sure. Okay. Brad, happy free Valentine's Day. No more Cheerios for the foreseeable future. I have no plans to buy Cheerios ever again, Brad. So, nope. Catalina Crunch only. Brad, I only have eyes for... Where did it go? Monique says, Ben is my favorite Michael Jackson song. Sometimes I tear up listening to it. I feel like I've heard Ben, but I would need to re-listen. Back to the Future, waving to Brad. Also, I wanted to say thanks, guys. We did make it to over 100 likes. We're at 121. Have a good night. Have a good night, Brad. Remember, guys, for the poll, for those of you who are new, it's never the first option. The first option is never right, never the right answer. So it's not Jailhouse Rock. Sorry to disappoint the 18% of you who voted that picked Jailhouse Rock. Catalina Crunch. Stakes is high. Oh, it's so negative. No more. Back to the Future, waving to Monique. Yeah, now I want to re-listen to Ben by Michael Jackson. Monique says, hey to Back to the Future. Chris, hello. Happy Friday night. Happy early Valentine's Day, or maybe you're already into your Saturday, in which case, happy Valentine's Day. I'm based in Minneapolis, so it's currently just about 10 p.m. here in the Central Time Zone. Valentine's Day Eve. Monique says, I think Ben was about his friendship with his favorite pet named Ben. Oh, that is so... Oop, chapstick, sorry guys. That is very touching. Nobody is here. Oliver Cromwell, happy Valentine's Day to you too. Any exciting plans? Anybody want to share their Valentine's Day plans? Also, I want to remind you guys that I will be going live tomorrow at, which time should I do? I think I am going to do 12 o'clock noon at 12 p.m. Central for Valentine's Day. I want to give myself plenty of time tomorrow. I feel like 11 a.m., like I'll be up well before 11 a.m., but it's like you know, I don't want to be rushed, to be honest. So I will be going live tomorrow on Valentine's Day. I'm going to do it at 12 o'clock noon Central Time Zone. So 1 p.m. Eastern for you guys out on the East Coast. Zayden Robinette, happy Valentine's Day. Aurelius Cooper says, Ben was a great one by Michael Jackson. Now I want to look up the lyrics to Ben. Ben lyrics, Michael Jackson. Oh, I hope they're not super sad. Oh. Yeah, what's the story behind the song Ben? Oh my gosh, it's about his pet rat. What? Whoa. Interesting. Kamal Yunusov, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. Monique, yes, it's touching because Michael was a very lonely child and his pet brought him comfort. Oh. That's the thing with like showbiz kids who grow up in the spotlight and they're just not living normal childhoods. It's sad to hear those types of experiences that they have, feeling lonely, feeling like they don't get to have these traditional or big experiences that other kids get to have. It's like pros and cons of growing up famous as a famous kid. That's sweet, but also like, oh. Michael Jackson. Let's see what you guys are picking for the poll. So far, no surprise. Can't Help Falling in Love has almost 50% of the votes. 47% of you guys. Dang. It is almost Valentine's Day, so it makes sense. I'm going to close the poll in like 1 minute. So if you haven't voted, vote in this poll up here, and then I'm going to close it soon and let you guys know what the answer is. William Barry, Michael Jackson was a tragedy. I know. Yep. I had that same thought. I think as a kid, it really confused me because I would just look at pictures of him where it was like the old pictures, and then it's like as time went on, I was like, wait, what did he do to his face? Like, but again, it's like none of us know what was going on in his head and what that experience was like for him. It's sad and easy to like comment on and judge from the outside, like, man, he looked so normal, he was handsome, he was this and that, but it's like only he knew what it was like to be inside his brain. Jade Sam. Ooh, oh my gosh, congratulations. Wow, that's so exciting. Kamal Yunusov said happy Valentine's Day. Same back to you. All right, let's close this poll and get you the answer. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Kurt. Thank you. Cheerios says I work at Graceland. Nice. Poll question number 2, my favorite Elvis song. Okay. Can't Help Falling in Love. Not that one. I love it. It's beautiful, but it's not my favorite Elvis song. Jailhouse Rock, that was listed first. No, it's not Jailhouse Rock. That one's okay, but it's not my fave. You're the Devil in Disguise. Nope, it's not The Devil in Disguise. It's actually Suspicious Minds. I love that song. I heard it today in an ad, like kind of that background song of like, and I was like, oh, it's that Elvis song that I love so much. I have to listen to it. I'm going to be listening to it after this live. I can't play it now because obviously copyright issues, but yes, Suspicious Minds. That is my favorite Elvis song. William Berry, I think you got it right. You said, I saw your comment where you said suspicious minds. I don't think he had any real friends to tell him surgery was unnecessary. Yeah, but again, easy to judge from the outside until you actually, like, none of us can. But I mean, look, there's so many people who get their faces altered and get all kinds of surgeries, and there's a reason why. Like, there's some kind of perception they have where it's like they decide they want to get these things done. Kirby, Can't Help Falling in Love. I love that song, but it's not my favorite of his. Jade Sam says, thank you so much. You're welcome. That's major. That's so cool. Kirby with the Dexter emojis. William Berry. Yep, you got it right. Nice. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. First, I want to say thank you to the people who donated. There was a super chat from Roger Hess. There was also a user named Eric YV6EP that gifted me a coffee, and I got the email notification on this live. So thank you to those guys. And then there were gifts from Ernest, Roger Hess, Hopper, EXBLVYZ, TJ Gray, and Billy. Thank you guys for sending the gifts. I think that's everybody. Happy belated birthday to Ray. And then there were mods here. There was Back to the Future and Happy Life. So thank you guys for being wonderful mods. Thank you guys also for voting in my poll questions. Back to the Future, Hannah and mods, and everyone in the chat, have a great night. And I will be going live tomorrow, guys. Good night, Kirby. Happy early Valentine's Day. Reminder that my next live stream is tomorrow, Valentine's Day, at 12 p.m. Central Time, USA. See you then. Yes, so you guys, if I don't see you at the live stream tomorrow, Saturday, February 14th, 12 p.m. Central Time, Valentine's Day, I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day and find something fun to do, festive to do, even if it's just like for yourself or on the go. I don't know. But I love it. I think it's a really fun holiday. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And the rest of you, hopefully you can make it tomorrow. No, Danny, I'm not watching the All-Star game. I don't even know what sport that is. That's it for the Friday night live stream, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And I will see you guys tomorrow, Saturday, Valentine's Day at 12 p.m. Central Time. Bye, and thank you, Back to the Future.